Hey, what's going on? Stuart, the Fish Whisperer. You're back on again. We're back out here. We're at a slightly different location, and we are at we're at a different spot, Montrose Harbor, and we are fishing for carp. And then I'm also going to fish for some steelhead, salmon, all that sort of stuff. First, I'm going to get my carp line out. I saw a guy catch a 20-pound, 19-pound carp out of here the other night. And he was using a similar deal, pack bait and corn. So that is the first line that I got out there, is a carp line. What are we going for? So that one is for carp. Like I was saying the other night, I saw a guy catch a 19-pounder out here, which is pretty big, pretty nice sized carp. And then the other line, I'm going to be fishing with glow-in-the-dark spoons on a spinning rod. And we're gonna try to catch like salmon. I hear people are catching coho salmon now, and there are still a few king salmon left. So I'll try some glow-in-the-dark, like spoon style lures. See if we can catch something with those. And I might also try switching to shrimp, like floating shrimp, if we don't get anything with the spoons. But I'll try casting the spoons for a little bit and seeing if those land. Hey, thank you, Ryder. Thank you. I hope so as well. We will see. We will see, guys. So, yeah. Let's go. So we'll try casting. We'll start out with a glow-in-the-dark spoon and see if this catches anything. I saw some folks were catching steelhead on these like glow-in-the-dark spoons. So this is what most folks were throwing these for king salmon a lot earlier in the year, but now people are saying that they're working for steelhead and for cohos. So we'll see if we can catch a coho or not. I don't know, maybe. It's worth a shot. So I'm just kind of charging it up in the light right now. That's why I'm showing y'all, but I'll put her on and give it a try. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Stuart? Thank you. PA Outdoors, thank you again. Thank you, Ryder. The other day I went fishing in Kentucky, caught 106 bluegill. Nice. A lot of bluegill. Very nice. Ralph, yes, back at it again. Came out here to the harbor, and we're going to try for... There's some salmon swimming around from what I've seen. I've seen on people on like Fishbrain catching cohos now. And people are catching some kings that are still in here, as well as steelhead. People are catching those steelhead, cohos, and kings on pretty much everything. I think like spoons and shrimp seems to be a go-to bait, like floating some shrimp. So I'm gonna cast for a bit, and then I'm gonna switch this one up to floating for shrimp. And then on that other rod, that you see right there, I've got we're trying to catch carp, because the last time I was out here a couple nights ago there was a guy caught a 19-pound carp. Absolute beauty. Is that Chicago? Yep, that's Chicago. This is Chicago. That's like the skyline that you see kind of glowing. I think it's like the Sears Tower, the really big one. I don't know, I can't quite tell from here, but yeah. We are about, I don't know, 5 miles north of downtown. Sweet, I'll be fishing tomorrow. Nice, nice. Well, good luck tomorrow fishing, and thank you for watching. I'm gonna get back to casting with, sorry if I don't get to everybody in the chat. I want to, but I'm trying to do, casting and stuff, and casting for fish with like lures. A little hard to get to the chat, so we'll try throwing this glow-in-the-dark crankbait, see if we get anything.
bakayım ya diğer müşteriye. Adresleri kontrol edeyim de. Yok ben şimdi müsaitim, yürüyeceğim. Sinirliyim, evde duramıyorum şu anda.
İyi tamam, gel buraya işte. Bir yemek gelsin.
Yok be, benim adam belki.
Dönersin bana.
Hayır, benimki gelir belki.
Geze yemek yiyorum ben.
Diyorsun.
Ya.
Dur be, şuradan adresi açıyorum. Diğer konumun adresini giriyorum. Bakalım. Bir saatlik ara. Bir saatlik yol yazayım ben.
Neresi o?
Hayır be. Müşteriler arası adrese bakıyorum. Kendisini ona şey diyeyim. Sen konuş, ben müşteriyle konuşuyorum şu anda. Mesajımı attım.
Yani şu an restoranda 2 masa var. Dönerim var. Ne yapırsan gel bir döner ye.
Yok sağ ol. Ay ben de bu arada döner yedim aslında. Döner değil de döner gibi kesilmiş hani etler satılıyor ya. Onu hazır döner değil ya, bildiğin eti ince steak, ince kesilmiş, anladın mı?
Biftek lazım ha.
Biftek işte, bifteğin ince kesmişler. Yani steak beef diye geçiyor işte. Onu bir kalın biftek değil, içi çiğ kalıyor. Onu böyle tavada pişirdim de yarım milimlik oldu. Yani döner gibi oldu. Bir de evde pide vardı. Bir de yaptım.
Hey, Stuart. How's it going, Stuart the Fish Whisperer? Thank you. Thank you, Steve Brails. Thank you. Doing some salmon fishing. Mons Kadev. Hi. How's it going, Mons? Ben bir parktayım veya bilmiyorum bir kadın telefonda konuşuyor falan veya bu parkının tezgahında oturmuştu. Biraz komik. Çünkü bence onu düşünmedi. Türkçe biliyorum ama o yüzden biraz komik ama sadece yemek falan hakkında konuşuyor. Onun bence. How's it going, Mons? Where are you from? Hey, how's it going? Can you look up a chat and just like talk to me? Says Magnus the Fisherman. I will do some chatting as well. How's it going, Magnus? I will look at the chat as much as I can. I'm actually going to be able to a little bit more now because I'm thinking I'm going to switch over to shrimp on a bobber. I'm going to be trying this light up bobber. We're going to try floating a shrimp. So let's see how it works. I don't know. I haven't tried this particular style before. But looks like it's battery loaded, so yeah, it should work out, I think. Yeah, we will try fishing like this. How are you doing, Magnus? You out fishing as well? Making any catches or? Looks good. Nice. Yeah, I'm hoping we can catch something with it. Sorry, I'm opening it up. Good, good. How are you? Doing pretty good myself. Doing pretty good myself. Just doing some fishing. Little night fishing out at the harbor. What are, I can't hear you, my friends are talking. Hey, how's it going, Stuart? What's our PB catfish? Also content fishermen tie flies and send them to people. Oh, awesome, Stuart. That's great. That's great. I don't really tie flies. I do some fly fishing every now and again, but yeah, I don't tie any of my own flies. But that is pretty sweet. You know, it's one of those things I've wanted to learn how to do, and like, you know, probably should be better at, or learn how to, you know, tie flies, but never did. All right, so we're gonna try to catch a steelhead. So we're gonna use shrimp for bait. That seems to be what everybody is, you know, saying that you should use is shrimp. So I got some raw shrimp here. They're just a big rainbow trout, really. So these aren't even necessarily like the real steelhead, because they're not, you know, ocean going, but still get pretty big. So we'll see if we can catch them with this rig. Just a trout, or is it just a #1 bait holder hook? We're gonna try that, guys. #1 bait holder, and we got our shrimp rigged on there. See if this will work to catch a fish. This is raw shrimp. I've heard, you know, some people have told me cooked shrimp works better. Other people tell me raw shrimp works better. I happen to have some raw shrimp, so that's what we're going with. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be fishing. Hey, how's it going, Jamie? Subbed a while ago. Thank you, thank you. Awesome, awesome. I love having that. Magnus, my friends are being so something. What's your PB catfish? PB catfish would be nothing too big, guys. Just channel cats are all I've ever caught. My PB channel cat was like 12 pounds, 13 pounds, 12 pounds, I think. Like 12.96 or something. But yeah, that was in Valentine, Nebraska. So like a 12-pound channel cat. Got it on a night crawler, on a really inexpensive fishing tackle too I was using. Anywho, I'm gonna throw this worm out there, or this guy out there. Let's see if we can catch a steelhead on shrimp with the light up bobber. Slip bobber. This is just a regular one, but it's going to go down about 1 foot or so. I have braid on this particular pull, and I've had trouble in the past with slip bobbers and braid. I don't feel like changing out. we'll reel the, let's get the camera over here so everybody can see a little better kind of my setup, what we got going on. So that bobber out there, guys, is like awesome though. You can see it. So that's my bobber. That light that's in the water out there, that thing really has some good glow to it, I gotta say, guys. Really has some good glow. I haven't had a light up bobber that works quite that well. I really like that thing. It's got like 2 different batteries in it. So yeah, we are floating some shrimp. And then the other thing that I'm fishing with is corn on a hair rig with like some pack bait. Kind of your standard carp setup. This is my other rig that I got going on. So my bobber's kind of drifted over to that left-hand side of the screen there. Y'all can see it. I don't know what's better, watching the bobber or watching the poles, but yeah, we'll put it on the bobber. If that carp pole, so the right-hand pole is for carp, it'll just take drag. So if that drag starts going, then we know we've hooked into a good carp. Waving a hand, Huz from North Carolina. How's it going, Hondo Slabs? Good to see you back on here. You were on the stream that I was just doing when I was fishing at kind of that little pond. So I was fishing at a pond earlier tonight, like a little 4-acre pond, but I decided to move back, move out here to the harbor and give it a shot. I have been fishing I went fishing in the harbor a couple days ago and saw a guy catching 19-pound carp out of here. So I have one pull out for carp and another one out for steelhead. We'll see what we get. How's everybody's night going? How's the weather in North Carolina now? Hopefully you weren't affected by that the hurricane. was reeling my bobber back up, it kind of drifted over, and there's a lot of folks casting lures out. Trying to be a little bit courteous. Keep the area free for nothing went after a shrimp yet, though. So we'll see. And we sent that back out, guys. We sent that back out. You can see it on the water there, that blinking red light on the, or not blinking, but that red light on the water, kind of below that blinking red light. There's my bobber. Man, that is a really bright bobber. A lot of, like I said, a lot of bobbers, a lot of night bobbers, and I've tried quite a few different night bobbers. A lot of them just are not that good. But this thing's pretty good. I like it. It's not, you know, really like a slip bobber per se. I guess you can fish it as a slip bobber. But it's more, but it lights up really well. You can really see it really well. That's what I like on a night bobber, guys. I like to be able to see it. That's the whole point of a night bobber. So yeah, floating some shrimp, hoping that maybe like a steelhead will smash it. Yeah. That's what people have been using for steelhead out here. And everybody's been saying fish shrimp for steelhead, fish shrimp for steelhead. Okay, we'll give that a shot. Because the steelhead are in, the cohos are in, and there's still some kings left, I think. People have caught some. Trying to think what else is in here. There's brown trout, lake trout. I don't really think any of them are swimming around the harbors right now, but you never know. There could be a brown trout or lake trout that swims on in. How is everybody's night going? I caught one carp earlier tonight, I guess kind of this afternoon really, out in a little pond, did like some pond fishing. Hooked into like a 5-pound carp on my little pocket fisherman, so that was fun. It's always fun to catch fish on like little rod, light tackle. That pocket fisherman will land whatever fish size, you know, however heavy a line you put, you can catch up to that size of fish. I mean, I haven't caught anything extremely big, but the biggest fish I ever caught on that pocket fisherman was like a 9-pound carp a couple weeks ago, and then I caught a 5-pounder, yeah, just a couple hours ago. But hopefully we can catch a big carp here. That's what, like I was saying, I got that one pole is rigged with corn and it's down there for carp. And then the other pole is floating a shrimp on a bobber, just in case there's any steelhead or cohos that'll smash it. Maybe even some kings. It's down at about 6 foot. And people have said that those, you know, they're not like feeding, but they'll still smash into shrimp. And that shrimp supposedly works for steelhead as well. I guess a lot of different things might be interested in shrimp. that as I caught a 9-pound carp a couple weeks ago, and that was on shrimp as well. So. So yeah, there's my poles. Like I said, that left one has the bobber on it. That bobber you can see is that red light in the water. And then that right pole has the corn on, and it's fishing for carp right now. But yeah, we're out here at Montrose Harbor, seeing what we can catch, guys, seeing what we can catch. There's definitely a little bit of like current or wind catching that bobber, because it's kind of been slowly working its way to the left. I guess over there is like the skyline of Chicago and everything, like downtown. We're north of that, in case anyone was wondering where we are going live from. We're going live from Chicago. Out there is Lake Michigan, and this is a little harbor on it. But yeah, thank you, Jamie, for subscribing. Stuart, awesome. Content fisherman, tie flies, send them to people. That's awesome. Yeah, I need to learn how to tie flies. I'm better at... Yeah, I mean, I'm not better at it, actually. I do fly fishing occasionally. I need to get better at fly fishing and also learn how to tie flies. I'm trying to learn all of the different places to go fishing, like in Chicago and in the area. I don't know, maybe I'd be able to just get better, trying to get better at fishing. It would be cool to someday open up like a guide service or something, but I would need to get a little bit better kind of knowing the water around here. I'm still kind of figuring it out, but I've already fished at a lot of different locations. Still here, Stuart? Awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you. Well, we are still fishing. I haven't seen anyone catch anything yet, but I don't know. There's like 4 guys fishing off to my left and a guy off to my right fishing, and then I see one standing kind of by the lighthouses that are way out there fishing. The game wardens actually were out here when I first got out here, but they didn't ask me for my license or anything. They just kind of waved at me and headed out. They were kind of heading out for the day, so I don't think they felt like dealing with me. I mean, I have all my licenses and stuff. Usually they check, but they were trying to get out, I think. But yeah, this location, Montrose Harbor, always has the game wardens out here. Usually. You got to have a fishing license. Then you also need, if you're fishing for salmon or steelhead, you need your like a salmon license. It's like a salmon stamp, they call it, but it's like a little bit extra, like $7 extra, I think. I mean, it's not terrible. It would be nice if you would catch, you know, salmon more regularly, but salmon are hard to catch, especially from the harbors like this. I don't know. I mean, some folks are trying for sure. I see them casting like glow-in-the-dark lures and stuff. I was doing that a little earlier, but decided I would try floating the shrimp and I wasn't having any luck with the lures, so maybe the shrimp works. Plus, fishing like this, I get to look at the chat, and it's easier to kind of talk to everybody, which is nice. How has the fishing been where you're at, Stuart? Are you catching anything? You fly fishing, you were saying? And were you in, what area were you in again? Were you in the UK? Sorry, there's a lot of folks always in the chat, and I'm trying to remember where everybody is from. Scotland, that's right, Scotland. Nice, nice. So do you do fly fishing for like trout up there, carp, that sort of thing? Work. Fly fish for trout. Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, I love fly fishing for trout. That is one of my favorite types of fishing to do. Unfortunately, in Illinois, they only really have stocked trout season. I mean, there are some bigger trout in here, right? Like steelhead, technically, steelhead is a big rainbow, and that's what they're supposedly, people have been catching them offshore, like out here at this harbor. And that's why I'm out here tonight with throwing the shrimp. But yeah, I love fly fishing for trout in like rivers and streams. Unfortunately, in Illinois, like I'm saying, there's not a lot, and so you'd usually have to go to Wisconsin or to Arkansas. I usually like going to Arkansas to fly fish. But I'm trying to learn how to fly fish for carp. I've done it before. You know, I've caught carp a few times before, but I need to get better at fly fishing for carp. It looks fun, and they're big fish. They are a lot of fun. They fight really well. I think carp. So obviously, where you're at in Scotland and in the UK, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I see on YouTube and stuff, it seems like carp fishing is huge over there. Over here, like, people hate carp. A little less now. Like, it's becoming more popular to fish for, but you know, it is a invasive species technically. So in some lakes, you know, some lakes and areas, you're not supposed to release them because the DNR is trying to, you know, get rid of them. That being said, they're in almost every body of water, and yeah, it's catching on more and more here. Carp fishing is huge in England. Nice, yeah. I love fishing for carp. I think they're a very underrated fish. They fight really hard, and they're a ton of fun to catch. I mostly just do catch and release fishing. I'm not sure how that is in Scotland. I know I was talking to some guy. There's one of my subscribers, Andres. His like username is something Satan, actually. He is in Germany. He was saying they don't do like catch and release fishing there because it's seen as like cruel, I guess. So you have to keep whatever you catch. But I mostly just do catch and release fishing. So I love carp fishing. I don't really like to eat carp. I have before. Carp is, I just don't really like the meat that much, and it's got all those bones, and it's kind of a darker meat. You know, it's not bad, but it's not my favorite for sure. We're gonna move the line. It's drifting over quite a bit, and I don't want to get tangled up in other angles. Move it over to a different section. Our shrimp is still on there. Lil Seco, common. Common. What do you mean, like common? Common carp? Is that what you mean? Because yeah, we have a couple of different kinds of carp in the U.S. We've got like common carp and Asian carp. Really, like the common carp is that European carp, and then the Asian carp are from Asia. And there's like the silver, the big head, and silver big head. I'm forgetting the other one right now, but yeah, they're all kind of a silvery color. Those are actually better to eat, I think. What am I fishing for? Says Little Seco. I am fishing for carp and for steelhead. So you see the one line there, the pole on the left I have with a bobber, and I have shrimp on. You can actually see the bobber. It's one of those light up bobbers. It's right there. And that has shrimp on it. I'm fishing for steelhead. And then the pole on the right, I am fishing for carp. And that is on the bottom of the harbor with corn on it. Corn in like a pack bait. On like a kind of a method feeder style. But yeah, that's how we're doing it. What state? We're in Chicago, Illinois, yeah. Illinois. This is Lake Michigan. Where are you at, Little Seco? Oh, yeah, no problem. There are a lot of people out here tonight. I mean, it's nice weather. But there's like, I'm looking on my left, there's like 4 or 5 guys fishing, 6 guys fishing. On my right, there's more people fishing. The weather's been pretty nice though, so I can see why folks have decided to come out today. It was really warm earlier today, but temperature is definitely dropping. But yeah, the weather today was absolutely gorgeous. Very nice week. Not a lot of like rain and stuff. Well, we got some rain earlier. It was raining on Tuesday, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of cleared up. Hey, Cod Pro, how's it going? Or does we, how you doing? Doing good, doing good. We are out here doing some fishing again. I have on one pole, I'm using shrimp for bait, and I have a kind of a light up bobber, and then on the other one, it's on the bottom with corn for bait. Caught anything yet? Not at this location, not at this location. Earlier today, it's now 8:24 here. Earlier though, it was when I was around, must have been around 4:30. I was at a different spot, that pond that I go to quite a bit, and I caught a 5-pound carp there. So that was pretty fun. That's what I caught so far. 5-pound carp. Are you going live tomorrow? Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think I'll be able to, but I might be able to. If I am, I have a lot going on tomorrow, and a lot going on Saturday as well. So I am not entirely sure if I'll be able to, but I will try to, for sure. Here, I'll move there. Everybody can watch the bobber. So that light out there is my bobber. It actually is battery powered. Put like 2 batteries in it. It's brand new. And yeah, it really lights up out there. I like it. Makes it so much easier to see. But yeah, I will try to go live. We'll see if I'm able to. How have you been doing, Cod Pro? Have you been able to go fishing recently? Oh, well, that's how it goes. Sometimes it's get too busy to fish. I was really busy this week. That's why I haven't been going live a whole lot. I've just been pretty busy. I tried to. Oh, nice, nice. Any luck? My recent fishing is when I put mullet on my line. Nice, nice. Oh, no luck. No luck. You guys got all kinds of nice, I mean, down there in Florida, you have all kinds of interesting fish, though. Throw this back out there. I didn't catch anything. I just want to keep my line from drifting with the other people. There's a lot of people out fishing. What is your PB on largemouth? Shoot, what was my PB on largemouth? I want to say like 3 pounds. I haven't caught any huge largemouth. I mean, I've caught some nice ones, but yeah, nothing giant. I've only just gotten into bass fishing. You know, bass fishing is hard. I mean, it's not hard, but I think it's a little hard. It definitely takes some learning. I'm still kind of learning how to largemouth bass fish. It's fun, but it's, you know, it takes some work for sure. The bass fishing in Illinois isn't that great. I mean, it's okay, but, you know, it could be better for sure. Especially in Chicago. Kind of got to go out to the suburbs to fish for largemouth, and even then, there's just not a ton of great places to go, especially if you don't have a boat. Bass fishing is one of those things that's way easier to do if you have a boat, I think. Obviously, all fishing is easier if you have a boat, but bass fishing, if you have a nice bass boat, I mean, that makes everything way easier. But I don't have a boat or any kind of a boat, so I just fish from shore. I used to have a inflatable kayak, but it unfortunately popped. So haven't been fishing with that kayak in a while. PP catfish. Like I said, it was like a 12-pound channel catfish. I think it was like 12, almost 13, but yeah, 12-pound channel cat. Yeah, I've only caught channel catfish. I haven't caught any like blue catfish or flatheads. Channel catfish are the most common where I'm at. I would love to go fishing for flatheads or blue catfish. I did go fishing for them quite a few times, I guess, tried to catch them in the river, but they're kind of difficult. What I need to do is go fishing for pike again sometime. You know, everybody fishes the rivers around here for pike. But I've never caught a pike recently, and I've never caught a muskie either. I would love to catch a muskie. I've heard muskie are a lot of fun to catch. The fish of 10,000 casts, they call it. Although another fun one to catch, I always have fun catching them, are gar. Gar are a ton of fun to catch. Hey AJ, Fishing and Outdoors, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. I will check out your channel as well when I'm all done with this live stream. I love checking out other people's channels, seeing what people are doing, seeing what kind of content folks are creating. So you do a lot of fishing then, Jay, Fishing and Outdoors? Okay, nice, nice. Where are you located? I'm I'm located in Chicago now. So I have mostly Chicago content, or not really mostly, but um, a lot of my content now, from now on, is going to be in Chicago. Northwest Florida. Nice, nice, nice, nice. Northwest Florida. So that would be like Pensacola area, right? Up there in the panhandle of Florida. Nice, nice. Yeah, I have some family in that area, kind of that Pensacola, Florida area. And I've been there. That's the one time I've been to Florida. Well, I guess I've been to Florida a couple times, but really only one that I remember. What swim bait is the best? I was born in Florida, that's why. But I don't remember it. What swim bait is the best for bass in your opinion? Ooh, I'm not sure. Best for bass. You know, I mean, just I don't really think the brand matters so much. You know, I know some folks will really get hung up on like the brand, what brand to get. I usually go with like a light color and a dark color. And then I have like 4-inch and 5-inch swim baits. Probably like a 5-inch swim bait. 4 to 5 inches. And then use a worm hook on it. I usually Texas rig my swim baits just because a lot of the places where I do largemouth fish have a lot of weeds and I don't want to get like caught up on them. I mean, obviously you can use the actual like swim bait heads as well. Like those swim bait jig heads, those will work pretty well. But usually those don't fish weedless. I mean, a lot of times they're not set up to fish weedless. I prefer fishing things like, you know, all my bass soft plastics weedless. Longer style, green pumpkin seed with light bottoms works nice. Yeah, sounds like a great recommendation. I like that green pumpkin seed color. I have Senkos and swim baits in that color. They work great. My bobber's kind of drifting down quite a bit, so I'm going to reel it in and throw it back out there. That's what I'm doing. Haven't caught anything yet. We'll see. All right, that is back out there, guys. Back out there. You know, there's quite a bit of, you know, the water's coming in from the lake into the harbor and everything. So seems like the current's flowing into the harbor right now. That's kind of pushing the bobber along slowly, but it is covering a lot of ground, which I guess is good. It really presents that shrimp to a whole bunch of different fish. Would be nice if something would take it. I was throwing earlier. I was throwing my different glow-in-the-dark spoons, glow-in-the-dark crankbaits, all that sort of stuff. But it wasn't able to get anything, hook into anything. So I switched it to shrimp. We'll see. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, we'll see. There's a guy like on my left fishing, it looks like, with those glow-in-the-dark spoons. Those glow-in-the-dark lures are really popular here for salmon fishing, and I guess for steelhead fishing as well. I haven't ever got them to work for me, but I know that's what everybody swears by, are those glow-in-the-dark spoons, glow-in-the-dark crankbaits, anything that glows, fishing it at night for salmon. Going live on Sunday. I think so, yeah. I think I will go live on Sunday. What I need to do is I need to like post when I'm going live, you know, like how you can make a post on YouTube, like when my live stream will start. I need to try that. Maybe everybody would know when I'm going live next. I'll give that a try. But yeah, I should be able to go live on Sunday. Just not sure about Saturday or tomorrow, just because pretty busy. But I will try to, guys. I will try to. Everybody can see my rods and see the bobber. You can still kind of see it out there. It hasn't really lost a ton of shine. It's still got quite a bit of light in it. You can see it, so I can really see it. But with, you know, the cameras and stuff, they don't pick up quite as much light, so they are a little harder to see on the camera, but I think you can still see it out there right in front of my poles. Did you catch anything on Tuesday? No, unfortunately not. I tried. No, it was Monday. Monday I tried. Tuesday I didn't go fishing. I wanted to go fishing, but it was raining and there was the whole, I was working that day. I actually worked the election that day, and so I mean, I was working from like 4 a.m. till 9, like 4 to 9 or something. Yeah. It was a long shift, a long day. But that's over now. Sorry, I had to get up there. A lot of people were coming through. What do I work for? So I'm gonna start working for myself actually pretty soon, but I was also working for the city on election day, running the election. Any fish? Any fish? No fish yet. Well, no fish here. Not on this live stream. I was out fishing earlier today at around, well, it's 8:44 now, so I was out fishing around like 4:30 in the afternoon and caught a fish there at like a little pond. Caught a carp, 5-pound carp. Yeah. Seen you out earlier. Yep, I was out earlier and I caught a fish on that trip. Got a good bite, and it actually, that fish managed to get off the hook, but then I caught another one. So it was like a 5-pound carp. Yeah, so got a 5-pound carp today. Nothing else, but we will see if we catch anything else. Nice, caught a couple of channels today. Nice. So I have one line out for carp here, and that's hooked up with corn, using corn as bait for carp. And then my other line, I have a bobber with shrimp underneath of it, and we're trying to catch steelhead, either steelhead or cohos. I've heard that both of those are in the water here, and people have been catching them on shrimp. They've also been catching them with those like glow-in-the-dark lures, but I haven't got those to work. I was casting those earlier, but yeah. Nice, caught a couple of channels today, one bigger one. Nice. Channel cat are fun to fish for. I love catching channels. I'm gonna reel my line in and send it back out again because it's kind of drifted and I don't want to get tangled up in the other people's line. Waiting, guys, like any minute now. Of course, it's been going like 90 minutes now, the live stream, but I was out here fishing a couple nights ago. It must have been Monday night. I was out fishing here and I didn't catch anything, but the guy next to me caught a 19-pound carp on corn, just right here, rigged up like it is. And so I'm trying to do the exact same thing. Maybe we catch a really massive carp. I'm hoping to. Because there are definitely some bigger carp that are swimming around here in the harbor. But I actually helped him net it in. He didn't have his net with him, and I was like, I ran over with the net. We were able to get it netted up, and yeah, we got a 10-pound carp. Big carp, really big carp. Beautiful. Hook into a steelhead, they won't take the rod into the water. What is the most aggressive fish you caught? Oh man, that would have to be gar. I think gar are some of the most aggressive fish that I've caught. I've caught like a long-nosed gar and short-nosed gar. Haven't caught an alligator gar yet, but I would love to catch an alligator gar. Yeah, gar can be pretty aggressive. Sometimes they're not, but they definitely can be. I actually have caught gar using only rope before. There's a way you can catch gar because gar have all those teeth. If you use like a nylon piece of rope and you get it all frayed up so that it looks, it's just a bunch of rope, like a whole bunch of string, you can actually catch the gar just by their teeth. Their teeth will get tangled in it. You use it like a lure. Just make sure, you know, when you let them go, you get all that rope out of their teeth. If you're going to let them go, if you're going to keep them, I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, gar are always fun to catch, and they got those teeth. They look like little alligators or something, little dinosaurs. I guess where you're at, like down in Florida, you guys have real alligators, so maybe they're not quite as impressive, but I think gar are a lot of fun to catch. There's that bobber, the light up bobber, and yeah. How about, so yeah, I do like fishing for gar. There's not as many of them in Chicago as there were when I was living in Nebraska. Nebraska definitely had more gar, I think, but I guess they can be found here from what I understand. Probably not in the lake, but yeah. Hey Orta, I have to go. Hey, no problem, Cod Pro. You have a good night, and I'll see you on our live streams. Thank you for watching as always. I love my how everybody really appreciate the fans here. You know, we got some regulars. Thank you. Have a good one. We appreciate all of our subscribers on this channel. earlier on, I mean, last month, there were, you could actually see the salmon. What does it mean there's no big fish? Just that I can't see it right now. A whole big school of like shad. So there is a big school of shad that have swam into the harbor, and they're swimming kind of around right by the wall. I don't really see anything feeding on them, and I don't see any salmon swimming around anymore. But like I was saying, like last month, you could actually see the salmon swimming around out here, so that was kind of cool. But I'm guessing a lot of the king salmon have kind of died off. From what I understand, the king salmon, you know, they come into the harbor, and then after being in here for a while, they'll die. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, folks are catching cohos now, coho salmon. So those are starting to come in, as well as steelhead. So that's what we're trying to catch, guys. That's what we are trying to catch. I'm gonna go ahead and reel my line in and send it back out, because it is drifting down there a ways. Coyotes are really loud tonight. This area always has like a pack of coyotes that hang around it. I think you can hear them. He's barking and howling. Wow. He has a lot to say. It's not even I don't think it's the coyote breeding season, but they are really talking tonight. Hey Bill, how's it going? It's going good. So far, this spot hasn't been the best. Haven't caught anything yet here. I was also live a little earlier on in the evening and caught a carp there. So caught one carp so far today. But we'll see what we catch. I've caught, so one carp today. But those are always fun to catch. I like carp fishing. Oh, that was on like a 4-acre pond, and he was like a 5-pound carp. But I moved out here. This is the harbor. It connects to Lake Michigan. On one line, I have a bobber and shrimp for bait. So I'm kind of floating some shrimp. And that's for steelhead. And the other one is on the bottom for carp. Common carp, yep. One common carp today so far. But everybody's saying the steelhead are in, as are the steelhead and the cohos are starting to come in. And supposedly fishing shrimp, like floating shrimp under a bobber, will work for those guys. So we'll see. That's what I'm doing. That is why I am floating. Actually, you can see I got 2 lines in. On one line, I have a hair rig with corn on it, and like the corn and the fake corn kind of on a hair rig. That's for carp, common carp. And the other one is for steelhead and cohos. And it's got a light up bobber. That's what I'm actually kind of zoomed in on. That light there on the water is my bobber. It's one of those light up bobbers. I given that a try. It's a really bright one. I heard about about those as well. Hope you get a couple. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. I'm hoping so as well. We'll see what we get. We will see what we get. Yep. Yeah, no, I love that. I've used a whole bunch of different light up bobbers, and I like this one. I'm actually pretty impressed that it is still lit up and glows really well. Sometimes they can be a little weak, a little hard to see, but this one's pretty nice. It helps too, we don't have a ton of wind yet, so you can actually see things. Hey dostum, yine yayındasın. Evet, yine geldim buraya. Bir farklı yerdeyim. Burası bir liman. Michigan Gölü'nün limanı. Bu limanın adı Montrose Harbor. Montrose Liman. Michigan Göl'de. Eve hiç gitmiyorsun. Gideceğim. Peki. Yenge takmak, yenge unutma. Sonra. Doğru. Evet. Geleceğim biraz daha ama. That's what I found. Most are very weak, difficult to see very far. That one looks good though. New carp fishing myself, about a year into it. I'm brand new to all the salmon and steelhead fishing myself. Yengemiz all sosyal aktivite. Yengen bir iki defa balık tutmaya getirdim. Fakat çok beğenmiyor. Biliyorsun genellikle her kültüründe kızlar genellikle balık tutmayı sevmiyor. Biliyorsun. Tüm kadınlar öyle. Ama evet gittik. Gittik 2 defa. Bir video yapmıştım. 1 yıl önce falan benim kanalda. Yok şimdi. Şimdi yok. Ama evet, bir video yaptım. Biz gittik Arkansas'ta ve evet, onu beğendi çünkü güzel bir nehrin, güzel bir doğal parka gittik. Ama genellikle gelmiyor. Sadece benim. Yeah, that would be fun. Ama evet ya, çocuk yok şimdi. Çocuk varsa girecekti. And that would be fun. Never caught steelhead. Looks like really cool fish. Hopefully good fighters like big carp do. Them 20-pound plus carp can fight very good. Yes, yes. I love fishing for carp. They are a ton of fun to catch, as are those steelhead. But yeah, carp fishing is a lot of fun. İnşallah küçük Steven balık tutarsın. Evet. Ya bakarız. Olacak. But yeah, Bill, I love fishing for big carp as well. But I've caught steelhead and salmon on a fishing charter on Lake Michigan, but haven't caught them from the shore before. But I've been going a lot trying to. I mean, evet. Amin. Never been salmon fishing either. Very cool. Hey, buddy. Patience is key. I'm sure you'll get some steelhead soon. Yeah, I think so. As long as we just keep coming, you know, keep fishing, keep trying, we'll catch some. Balık tutmak sende bir tutku olmuş. Ay, evet. Biz bir başka balık tutacağız. Bak, bu gölünde balık var kesinlikle. Ama ve büyük balık var. Ama biliyorsun, büyük göllerde, büyük ve denizde falan çok büyük balık var ama biraz zor. Çünkü çok yer var nerede balık saklayabilir ve o yüzden genellikle büyük su yerler, büyük göller falan balık tutmaya biraz zor. Ama çok büyük veya büyük balık tutabilir buradan. İstanbul'a selamlar, kendine iyi bak. Teşekkür ederim. İstanbul'a gelirsen seni Ömer'le baraj balık tutmaya gideriz. Ben çocuğumla gidiyorum. Tamam. Tamam. Hatırlayacağım ve evet, deneyeceğim. Howdy Orta, salmon fishing, I take it? Yes, fishing for, well, steelhead and cohos. on one line, and then on the other line we are fishing for carp. Yep, I think from what people are saying, Ewas, a lot of the king salmon have kind of died off, and but the cohos are starting to come in, and the steelhead are starting to come in, and folks are floating shrimp. But then when I was out here the other night, they also the guy that was fishing next to me caught a 19-pound carp. That's what I'm trying. Hit a double once on common carp, 23 pounds and 21 pounds. About the time the 23-pound hit the net. Good fun, but crazy for a minute.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
You're live on Instagram?
YouTube, yeah. Yeah.
Have you caught anything so far?
No, not yet. So I've been out here for like almost 2 hours now, but yeah, it's slow tonight, I guess.
So far?
Nothing yet. Nothing yet. So.
All right, good luck, brother.
Hey, you too. But yeah, I love, man, 23 pounds. The 21 pounds spit the hook as soon as it got a net close car, but got them both in. Nice, nice. Glad to see you got it done. Yeah, coho is better with salmon eggs versus shrimp. Okay, I will give that I will head to the bait shop and actually pick up some salmon eggs and give that a shot sometime. Yeah, I've seen people are catching them on, of course, like salmon eggs and spawn sacks, shrimp, and then also like fishing the spoons, that sort of thing. Salmon roe. Okay, yep. But people say that, so the big catches now, it seems like I said, most of the kings have kind of died off, but the cohos are starting to come in, and the steelhead are starting to come in. So that's kind of what we're fishing for now. I wouldn't be surprised if there were still some kings left, maybe, but most folks are not targeting them anymore. Thank you, Ryder. Thank you. Even though steelhead will slam that roe. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will go ahead and pick some up and give that a shot sometime. Do they sell sand shrimp there? I don't believe so. I haven't seen it in any of the bait shops that I've been to, but it's possible that they sell it in some. I haven't seen it for sale yet. That's why I was using raw shrimp. Like, I've heard raw shrimp and I've heard cooked shrimp. Some people have told me raw shrimp works better. Some people have told me cooked shrimp works better. I have the raw shrimp right now. We're giving that a shot. But yeah, I've heard raw shrimp, but yeah, we'll see. Sand shrimp, steelhead, get those. Nice. Okay. Yeah, if I find a place that sells sand shrimp, I guess I'll give that a shot. But yeah, okay, I'd go raw shrimp. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. I always had better luck fishing with raw shrimp, like when I used shrimp as catfish bait. I think raw shrimp, for one, I think raw shrimp stays on the hook better. Other people tell me they think cooked shrimp stays on the hook better. But I've always had luck with raw shrimp using it for catfish. And so I figured, well, if it works for catfish, maybe it'll work for steelhead and salmon and stuff as well. But yeah, like me personally, I've always found that cooked shrimp seems to fall off of the hook easier. But other people have said the opposite. You know, it's kind of one of those things. I'm like, some people like raw shrimp, some people like cooked shrimp. Yeah. Pink purple jigs tipped with the raw shrimp. You know what? That is a good idea, actually. I am just using a hook right now with the shrimp on it. So hook, a tiny bit of weight, and the hook, and then a bobber. And right now it is set to about 4-5 foot, maybe 4 to like probably about 5 foot or so. So it's that shrimp's under there about 5 feet. I'm just kind of floating around, kind of covering ground, but that isn't a bad idea, trying it on a jig. I have also heard, you know, some folks have told me that fishing like those bucktail or no, marabou jigs tipped with like waxworm. Folks like to do that under a bobber. So like you got a jig with a little waxworm on it, marabou jig, a little piece of like waxworm, and it's floating under the bobber. Some people, I've heard folks like to use that as well. Trying to think. I haven't tried that yet this year. I have tried that on other occasions, like last year. Last year I tried doing the marabou jig and waxworm out here. I didn't have any luck, but some people swear by it. And those waxworms are pretty popular. But I'm going with the shrimp tonight. Yes, on my jigs. Couldn't see why those waxworms wouldn't work for steelhead. Yeah, okay. We'll have to give that a shot. Oh, yeah, yeah, no problem. Never done that one, but might try now. Okay. Yeah, I learned about that one. I actually, when I first came out here last year now, I went to the local bait shop and I asked what is everyone using to catch steelhead. They were like, they're using those marabou jigs and a little waxworm, like a waxworm on a marabou jig under a bobber. But yeah, then the other line I have out there is for carp, just because there are some bigger carp in here. Like I was saying, on Monday, I didn't catch them, but there was the guy right next to me caught a 19-pound carp. I helped catch him. Because he didn't have his net with him, so I had my net and ran over. Big carp, and we were able to pull it out. So that was cool. And that was when I found out, I was like, you know what? There are some big carp in the harbor as well. So, I don't know, maybe we can try catching them. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was huge. Very big. Very big. Massive carp. So that's why I've got one line in for carp and the other out here for steelhead. Or cohos or whatever. That's the thing about like Lake Michigan and fishing to harbors and stuff are that, you know, there are some massive fish that are in here, but it's also, I've found, you know, it's not as regular. You know, it's more rare to catch a fish, but if you catch a fish out here, they're usually big. Just because it's, you know, big body of water, there's a lot of place for the fish to hide. There's a lot of places for those fish to swim on Lake Michigan, but yeah, there are some big fish here. I'm wondering too if maybe like the carp or whatever are coming in and they're eating all the like when after a salmon die, after a salmon spawn, if the carp are coming in and eating those, like the fish eggs and the dead salmon that I'm guessing are at the bottom of the harbor right now. I don't know. But I think after they spawn, they die, so makes sense. I'm gonna reel my bobber in and send it out again because it's drifting towards where everybody else is fishing. I don't want to be the guy to get tangled up. Magnus, what species of catfish are you fishing for? So, fishing for carp and for steelhead and coho salmon, but it is definitely possible that we could catch channel catfish or maybe some massive like yellow bullhead. There's some really big bullhead out here as well. But if I was going to catch a catfish, I would assume it would probably be a channel catfish. But specifically I'm fishing for carp, and then I'm also using shrimp to fish for steelhead or coho salmon. Because the cohos are supposedly in. The cohos and the steelhead are what's kind of starting to come in now. So would love to catch some of those. It would be cool to catch some of these really big carp that are in here as well. Because like I was saying, they got big carp in here. Cool, have you caught anything yet? Not yet at this location. And we've been out here like 2 hours now. Haven't caught anything at this specific spot, but I have caught stuff, you know, well, I think you were on my other live stream earlier. And we, you know, you saw that, we caught fish there. But at this spot, we haven't caught anything yet. Hopefully we do. But we will see. How have you been, Magnus, fisherman? Ewas, we got single barbless hook reel here and bait for certain rivers that makes salmon fishing an extra challenge. Oh man, okay, that makes sense. So I've seen on those little salmon spoon or little spoons, because I tried that too. Man, I haven't caught anything this year for salmon. I've got skunked salmon fishing every single time. However, I did give that a shot fishing those tiny like size 0 spoons. I could only find them with like the single barbless hook. So that's probably what they're made for fishing up kind of in your part. No bait rule, I meant. Oh, okay, can't use bait. Yeah, we can use bait here. You know, I kind of suspect they don't care too much about the, I don't know if they care too much about the salmon here, just because the salmon that do spawn, they don't, I guess they're not like really spawning. Anyways, the eggs don't end up surviving, you know, because they're in a lake. And there's no like natural hatch of salmon down here in the Chicago part. So I don't really think they care too much. I know on some harbors, not this one, but on a few of the harbors out here, you can actually snag for salmon. And it's like allowed. But I know that's not really allowed up in most of the other states. Yeah, no, they're not native, and that's what I would guess. Yeah. I think I believe Wisconsin and Michigan, they do survive because they have some actual like rivers that feed into the lakes and everything, but not on the Illinois part where I'm at, because it's all just the city of Chicago on the border, and the salmon don't swim up the rivers. I mean, there's probably a few that occasionally go into the channel downtown, but not a lot, and they don't survive. So yeah, any of the salmon that do come into the harbor, they come in here, they spawn and they die, but they don't hatch from here, if that makes sense. I think what they do is the DNR gets a whole bunch of like fish fry from like the hatcheries and stuff, and then they'll release them in here. But yeah, any foul hook salmon or steelhead must be released here. Oh man, yeah, you can definitely you can keep them here if you foul hook them. But I haven't caught any that way yet. I haven't really been trying to. I've been trying to catch them on, when I'm fishing those spoons, I try to catch them on the regular way, catching them in the mouth. But I guess if I foul hooked one, I'd be okay with that as well. I don't usually snag for fish, but I've caught them, I've accidentally snagged fish quite a few times, just because I've went out fishing quite a bit. Anytime I've done that, it's usually been with spoons. But yeah, I definitely agree, it's not quite sporting. Usually don't try to, but I've snagged catfish before, like accidentally, while fishing spoons, just because they got those big treble hooks, and sometimes they snag into things. Oh, yeah, accidental foul hooking. The only thing I will intentionally snag are like, I've done that before, is like the fish that you can only snag, like Asian carp. Like those Asian carp, from what I understand, they don't bite, they don't eat actual bait like a regular carp. And so the only way you can fish for them is either bow fishing or snagging. And then I haven't done it yet. I would love to sometime. But you have to like put in for a tag and everything, is go paddle fishing, paddle fish with or spoonbills. Sorry, yeah, spoonbill, paddlefish. I've heard them called both things, but they're those giant, big old spoonbill things. And yeah, for me, I cut it off, throw away all my treble hooks. Yep. Ryan Brass, Eraldi. Have you caught any fish yet? Not here, not at this location. Earlier in the evening, I did catch a carp, so that was nice. There we go. That I completely disagree with. Have you caught a king salmon before? Never. Is the paddlefish snagging? To me, it's not fishing. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see an argument for that. I don't know. I've always wanted to catch a paddlefish. I thought it would be cool to do sometime. Paddlefish, Asian carp, those are some of the few fish that you can actually safely eat out of like the Missouri River. And that would be one reason why I'd want to do it. There's some of the few big fish that you can safely eat out of the Missouri River because they only eat plankton. But yeah, I can definitely see, I mean, paddlefish, I know they are kind of protected a little bit, so. But I have seen how it's not really fishing because I was watching a guy that I know, he makes YouTube videos, and he was showing the paddlefish fishing from a boat. And I was like, oh, okay, now I see. Because, you know, I've seen, you know, the videos of people doing it from shore where there's a bunch of people all trying to catch, you know, paddlefish casting offshore at like a dam, right below a dam. But then when you could go out on a boat, I was watching the guys on he was showing it, and they just used those like live scope, you know, that hook right down to the paddlefish and then catch them. And I'm like, oh, okay. I see how the guys that get those guides and everything and go out and snag for paddlefish are like way more successful because they're just live scoping the hook right down to the fish and catching it. And I'm like, okay, I could see how that could be a little bit unsporty, I guess. But yeah, weighted treble hooks. Okay, that's what they're doing. Yeah, I've never done it before, but it's something I would maybe like to try just to say I did it. I don't know. I like trying all kinds of different ways of fishing, but haven't done it yet. But yeah, I could see if they're rare. I mean, they are kind of a rare fish because you got to put in for a tag to do it and everything. You have to draw for a tag, I believe. Every state's different, but you usually have to, at least all the states that I've lived in, you have to get like a tag and everything to go fishing for paddlefish. And then whatever you catch, you know, they don't let you throw them back. What is the biggest fish you ever caught in your life? Like a 25-pound steelhead. No, nothing yet. Any bites?
Nope. All fishes. All fishes. All the way.
Oh, okay. Okay.
How do you use them as bait? I doubt you catch them.
Yeah.
They're fast. As soon as they see the light, they just disappear.
Yeah, I've seen a few little, like I think shad or something,
yeah,
like swimming around. Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Are you using salmon next?
Shrimp.
Shrimp?
Yeah.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
together. Yeah.
So Magnus Fisherman says he ever caught salmon on a fly rod. Nope. Never on a fly rod. EWAS already ordered. I'm going to call it a night. Seemed to be extra rough day today for me, so I'm going to bed early. Tight lines. Good luck. Catch huge steelhead. Thank you, EWAS. Thank you. You have a good one. Thank you for watching as always. I really appreciate you and all of my regular fans. I'll see you on the next live stream. Have you ever caught a salmon? But yeah, no, never caught salmon on a fly rod. I've caught trout on a fly rod, but I really like fishing for trout on a fly rod. That's one of my favorite types of fish to fly fish for. Actually, I also like fishing for carp on a fly rod. Carp on a fly rod is fun too. That's something I'm trying to get better at, is like fishing for carp on a fly rod. Just because we don't have a ton of great trout streams where I'm located. There go the coyotes. Call Magnus Fisherman. Those guys were making all kinds of noise earlier tonight. Yeah, they were really noisy tonight. A while ago they were barking like crazy and howling and everything. They also always howl when the sirens go off. Like if an ambulance or something goes by, they'll start howling. It's always cool to see the different animals and everything that you can see out here. Let me see, any more? They went back to the golf course. We're right by a golf course, so they will, they kind of live out next to the golf course. I think they live on the golf course somewhere. I always see like coyotes and other kinds of animals while out fishing. Chicago has quite a few, not as many as California. I used to live in California and they had a lot more, but we still have quite a few out here. There are so many people out fishing tonight. They just keep coming. I'm saying there's probably like 8 or so people. What's the best bait for bass fishing? I usually use like, I usually use lures for bass fishing. So like Senkos, Texas rig Senko, SENKO. It's like a soft plastic worm, and you want to get some worm hooks, like a worm weight. Fish at Texas is what's called a Texas rig. Now, that's my favorite thing to go bass fishing with. When I'm using like lures for bass fishing. But I've also caught a lot of bass on night crawlers, just like regular old night crawlers. Those will catch largemouth. The problem, of course, and the reason why a lot of people go with the artificial lures like Senkos, that sort of thing, is because you fish a night crawler. For one, you have to kind of wait for the bass. You're not, always casting. And for two, most places where there are bass, there's also all kinds of other fish, like bluegill and bullhead, all kinds of other stuff. So if you throw night crawlers into a bass lake, you'll probably catch bluegill or something before you ever catch bass. But I've caught plenty of bass on night crawlers. Definitely can be done. Yeah, no problem, Magnus Fisherman.
you catching?
I haven't caught anything yet.
Salmon or?
Salmon, or one rod for salmon, the other for carp. So, but what is the biggest bass you've ever caught? 3 pounds, so nothing huge. I only just started getting into bass fishing this year. Never really got into it, like I said, till about this year. So I'm still learning how to bass fish, if that makes sense. Robert Johnson, you catch any while I was gone? I ran into Dick's Sporting Goods. Nope, nothing yet. Nothing yet, Robert. We're still fishing. No catches though. Would be nice, but yeah, haven't caught anything yet. It has been a really slow night. I went to salmon fish today. Went salmon fishing today. Saw this giant male cohost, but only caught little rockfish, 3 to be exact, on a school field trip. Nice, nice. Nice, Magnus Fisherman. Oh, how's it going, Skipjack Cindy? Hey, y'all. I love your live streams, Skipjack Cindy. If anyone wants to check out a great fishing live channel, check out Skipjack Cindy. She goes live a lot. Robert Johnson, have you tried spawn bags? I have, but not on this particular night. I don't have any with me today. How's it going tonight? Just one carp. That was a lot earlier on a different live stream. This one moved out here to Lake Michigan, and so I was on a pond earlier today, and I caught like a 5-pound carp, and then hooked one, but got off right before I was able to net them. And then moved out here to Lake Michigan and haven't had any luck yet. We're fishing with, we got shrimp on a bobber for steelhead or cohos. And then on my other line, I have like a method feeder and a hair rig. Where are you on the lake? We're at a place called Montrose Harbor. It's in Chicago, so kind of on the very southern end of Lake Michigan. In Chicago. There are a lot of people out fishing though. It's like probably 8 or so people that I can see on the harbor right now. Oh, I lived in northern Indiana up at the lake. Okay. Nice, nice. So yeah, I'm very close to that area then. Have a good one. Double A fishing Orta. Any luck tonight? Oh, by Michigan City. Okay, okay. Awesome, yeah. So did you fish for salmon then a lot? This is my first year in Chicago, so I haven't done a ton of salmon fishing. Just got into it this year. I was living in Omaha, Nebraska. But yeah, moved out to Chicago and been trying to catch salmon. No, we went sturgeon fishing a few times. Nice, nice. I've never caught any, well, no, I have caught sturgeon. I caught sturgeon when I was in high school on the Missouri River, but I haven't caught any out of, I believe they're in Lake Michigan too. So yeah, haven't caught any in Lake Michigan. Double AA fishing, how's it going? But yeah, no luck tonight. I had luck earlier this afternoon. I caught into some carp on a little pond, doing some pond fishing. Like it was like a 4-acre pond, and hooked one carp, and he got off right before I was able to net him. And then I landed like a 5-pound carp. But this harbor, it has got, it's got salmon and it's got carp in it. I'm thinking most of the king salmon are out of here now. But people are saying they're catching cohos and steelhead. Robert, bro, I'll be there tomorrow. Just driving there today, but had to go home. All right. Yeah. You guys can walk through, no worries.
Any luck?
No luck yet. No, I've been out here almost 3 hours now. Nothing yet. So, yeah, maybe we'll catch something eventually.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Good luck. Man, there's a whole nother group of fishermen came out here. I think this place gets more popular to fish after dark because I'm now counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's like at least a dozen folks out fishing this harbor right now. There were only 4 when I first came out here and started. There were like 4 people, and more and more people keep coming out. So I guess they're all fishing for salmon, I think. Bro, I'll be there tomorrow. Was driving there today, but had to go home. Plan for tomorrow. If not there, I'll be at one of the other harbors nearby. Oh, all right, Robert. All right, yeah. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get out here tomorrow, but I'll see. If I can, I will definitely be looking out for you. But yeah, I would love to go fishing with you guys. So anybody that, if anybody tunes in and sees me on the live stream and it's like, hey, I'm fishing next to you, let me know, because I would love to go fishing with you guys. Always looking for new people to go fishing with. But yeah, just let me know, Robert. Double A fishing, awesome, yeah. Magnus Fisherman, how do you call a synonym for? Synonym for... Not sure what you mean by that. Magnus Fisherman, I'm gonna leave live chat now because I'm gonna watch some fishing videos, work on my YouTube channel. See you later, alligator. Hope you have luck. I'll check in about an hour. Sounds good, Magnus Fisherman. Sounds good. I actually will be getting out of here pretty soon, just because I gotta go to bed, get to work tomorrow. So unfortunately, I will be getting out of here. I think I'll fish for another couple minutes, and if I don't get anything, I will leave. But I do got to get out of here, though. It's 10 o'clock where I'm at. So, but yeah, I probably won't see you again on this live stream, Magnus Fisherman, but thank you. And if you're subscribed, I'm sure you'll see me on another live stream. I'm actually going to bring in my steel headline now, though. I guess I'll reel it all in. It is 10 o'clock here, so I got to get out of here, guys. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, for saying hi. Thank you, Magnus Fisherman. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Skipjack Cindy. Thank you, Double AA Fishing. I follow a lot of you guys already, and if I don't, I will. I'll go through the chats and you'll see see who I need to tune into. Robert, I will be looking for you. If I come out here, I will let you know. You'll probably see me on a live stream. And yeah, let me know, because I would love to go fishing with you. Yeah, awesome. I will save your channel as well. Yep, have a good one. Yeah, thank you, Skipjack Cindy. I always tune in. I see you, your live feeds quite a bit. So thank you so much, everybody, and you all have a good night.